It'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The Packers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you look at this Patriots defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Ali.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. Down the numbers. There he goes.
go. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Packers 0. Chad Ryland to kick off.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. He'll get this down to the 38. You look at this Packers defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Ali. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
He had a chance to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores, but he doesn't hit that one quite right. and it winds up an empty possession.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's... A bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chard.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, Felton. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go now.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10.
He'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Jones on the return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll go underneath here to Stevenson.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
1st down and goal to go at the 5-yard line.
Let's go.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. An impressive 75-yard punt return.
And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
Packers nothing.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a diving catch right side. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't.
Let's go now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again. Incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
That is caught.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown.
A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short one here, complete to Dixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now. It's Ali, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 74 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed.
Kills.
Speed. Speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle.
Felton. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a give, right side. Felton.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense has playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Felton will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down, Ali. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Let's go now.
They'll try the left side. It's Ali, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On second down, it's Ali. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
You ain't going nowhere.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. following the sack. They'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Up the middle they go. Felton. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ali, and good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
On 2nd down now, it's Ali. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call, because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll set up a throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got him. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters, and this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
2nd and 4. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. DJ Chark, 34 yards.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
On second down, it's Ali. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Able to connect with Chark. And he'll get it past the 20. He's got a 1st down, but they need bigger chunks than that.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Now the ball comes loose. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Patriots, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next.
Why would I hold him out for ransom when my scope